Yeah, just really a tragic ending to this crash, Christy. We know the driver was a husband, a father, as you said, and a friend to so many. Officials say on Saturday he was getting onto I-271 north from State Route 8 when he went off that overpass. The impact to the road was immediate. Flames erupted and agencies descended on Macedonia after a tanker truck toppled off a bridge.
I heard a loud explosion and it actually shook our houses.
While on the other side of State Route 8 in the I-271 on-ramp,
it was a scary situation.
Spilled diesel fuel caused Brandywine Creek to catch fire, and Keith King scrambled to get his pets in case he needed to evacuate.
I thought it was something, gas or chemical, because the way the fire spread, it started there and it just comes shooting down within minutes.
Any release to water of the state is a significant concern for us. We're looking to make sure that we stop it.
EPA Director Ann Vogel said their crew got to work quick, surveying the contamination to the air, soil, and water.
When we're not seeing any more product in the creek, that's when it's clean.
The crash killed 31-year-old driver Jason Stevens from Ashtabula. His wife told me he grew up in Pennsylvania and will be missed by many. His daughter Amelia turns 2 in April. An investigation is underway to determine how he went over the edge.
We have our crews out there. We're inspecting these structures, and truly we're not going to reopen these roads until we deem it safe to do so.
ODOT said they continue to inspect the bridge the truck fell off of, and the State Route 8 bridge over the creek that it landed on needs work before drivers will be back on these roads.
At the end of the day, we want to make sure it's safe for folks to travel on before we reopen it.
The EPA told us that they should be out here within the next week or so when the water levels have gone down to check for residual contamination. ODOT hopes to have SR8 open sometime, hopefully in the next week. They plan to repair the road within that time, weather permitting. And for now, though, both the on-ramp to I-271 north and those southbound lanes on SR8 remain closed tonight. Christy.
Really smart, because when you've got a fire like that close, it can really compromise those bridges. Thank you so much, Matt. We appreciate it. We do want to go now to Danielle Wiggins. Danielle, I see that you're in the dark. I'm sorry. It never fails when the light goes out.
Right.
But talk to us about the businesses and the school district there, because you said they're dealing with closures and detours as well. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to make this quick because you really can't see me, but I'm here at the intersection of Highland Road and State Route 8. We're just northeast of the crash site, and yes, there are multiple lane closures in the area, so this is impacting businesses and schools.
It's still a little chaotic around here just because of the traffic flow.
Michelle Martin is the site manager at the Whistle Express Car Wash.
We heard a boom and things shook a little bit, and we saw the fireball.
She was at work the day of the deadly tanker truck crash that happened less than a mile away from the car wash.
Then it was just crazy around here with traffic, trying to figure out what to do.
Highland Road is the only way into and out of Whistle Express. Martin tells me a lane closure on Highland due to the crash cleanup has impacted her customers' ability to access the car wash, lowering sales.
At least between 85 to 90% has gone down, down to where we're not doing the volume of cars that we've been doing normally.
Just hours after the crash, Nordonia High School was the host site of a play in the school's auditorium. Despite a power and internet outage, the show went on with minimal issues. The high school and the district's bus garage are just a mile and a half away from the crash site. Nordonia Hills School Superintendent Casey Wright says the district has 33 buses that take about 3,000 kids through the area each day. District officials spent Sunday reconfiguring bus routes to make sure everyone can get to where they need to be safely.
I don't want people anxious, especially young drivers, like high school drivers. That's when problems start happening. We start getting anxious. I'm going to be late. Don't worry about that. Take your time. We can accommodate almost anything.
And as you can see here, the intersection of 8 and Highland, this is actually just before 8 South is closed. And Wright told me that about 500 student drivers go to the school each day. And again, he wants to make sure that everyone stays safe. And so if you commute through this area, Christy, you want to make sure you pack your patience.
Good to know, Danielle, the lights have gone out on you. Go ahead and go home. I say that as if I have any authority to do so, but you guys just take good care out there. Thank you so much for the report. Now, regarding this investigation into the crash itself, Lydia Esparra has the very latest in that regard. What are you learning tonight?
Well, we're learning very few details, but we did sit down with the mayor of Macedonia. He tells us video from ODOT and from other sources will help with that investigation. Mayor Nick Molnar of Macedonia is first grateful that rescue crews were on the scene very quickly, minimizing damage and the safety of other motorists. The impact is pretty severe, and containment was a major factor. Now, as far as the investigation, he is hopeful they'll find out the cause of the crash that left that driver dead.
But what we do know is that the truck went up onto the side rail that was there. It lost control, obviously, and then crashed down onto Route 8. So that's what we know so far. What the cause of that was, I mean, it's conjecture at this point. We really don't know.
Now, Akron and Cleveland rely on the road system in Macedonia, and the mayor says it's critical to commerce, but they will not rush the process. As you heard them say before, safety is first. We'll have more on this story coming up on What's Next at 11, Christy, and it's just like, you can't thank rescue crews enough for containing that and allowing all those other people to be safe, considering it could have been far worse.
Oh, it could have been so far worse had it not been for them. Thank you, Lydia. Thank you so much. We'll see you at 11. Well, north and southbound ramps from Route 8 to 271 are closed in both directions tonight. You can find the latest closures and detours on WKYC.com. We'll have updates on those as we go.